Good morning to all. This is Parthasarathi, and in this session we will discuss about inventory management. Okay. First of all, what is inventory? Inventory is nothing but the stock. It may be the raw material, it may be the semi-finished goods, that is work in process, which is under the production process, and the final product, that is finished goods. That we can simply say that here inventory is nothing but work in process, raw material, work in process, and finished goods. Okay. Now every business want to utilize the inventory. Okay. Let us see some of the basics of inventory. That is to create well-designed location names and clearly label all the locations where the items are stored. That is, the inventory, the stocks are placed at a specified areas where their names or location are clearly labeled all. See, the raw material has to be kept at one place. Okay, based on the date, based on the order, based on the quality, the raw material has to be placed at different places. That is, the raw material has to be placed on the different locations by the names clearly labeled. Next, use well organized, consistent and unique descriptions of your items, starting with nouns. That is, you have to see, for example, in a pharmaceutical company, consider example of pharmaceutical company. In a pharmaceutical company, there are so many number of chemicals in bags, in drums, right, in barrels. There is so many number of chemicals. So as we know, these chemicals are hazardous and dangerous. What we have to do? We have to clearly label them. We have to give the labels with the nouns. Nouns in the sense, you have to label. You have to give the label with their names. That is, all the raw materials has to be given their names. That is, they has to be well organized with unique description. See, in some cases, the raw materials are described with the colors. Red, dangerous. White, we can touch with the hand. Green, it is friendly. Pink, okay, it is somewhat dangerous. That is, the inventory, the stock has to be clearly labeled. And the next, keep the items identifier, that is part numbers consistently, format unique and avoid common pitfalls. That is, we have to give their numbering. In items, we can see the stock number. That is, we will give the labels, because to avoid pitfalls, that is, to avoid mistakes, we have to give the numbers. Make sure they are formatted consistently and used properly. That is, the raw materials are arranged in order and used according to the given instructions. Use an inventory tracking software. Inventory tracking software. The next slides will discuss about the softwares only. That is, inventory tracking software is nothing but varies how many number of inventory is there, what is the quality of the inventory, where they are located, right, and how much of inventory is used, how much of inventory has to be purchased, how many of inventory is returned back, what is the order of purchase. All these we use the software. Okay. Create solid inventory management policies and train the people to follow them. That is, we have to create a policies. That is, how to maintain the inventory, how many number of inventory has to be maintained, what is the stock we have to maintain, what is the margin stock. That is, margin stock is nothing but, I'll tell you a simple example. We need 100 bags of chemical, a raw material, to go for our production process. Okay. For this, we are not going to purchase only 100. What we will do? We will purchase 110. The 10 is our safety stock. Okay, right? And how, after completion of 80 bags of the raw material, again we go for order. That is new order. Again the raw material will come up, so that we will maintain consistently a particular amount of raw material in the company, and train our people to follow them. That is, our employees has to be trained in order to follow the inventory, how to maintain the inventory, how to purchase the inventory, how to return back the inventory, what is the quality standards of the inventory, right? All these policies has to be framed, and we have to train to them how to handle our inventory, how to handle our raw material. This all has to be get trained. Okay. Then coming to what are the softwares and what are the techniques that used presently to handle this inventory. The first one is we will go discuss about inventory, that is ERP inventory module. ERP, Enterprise Resource Plan. Here in this session, what is this ERP model? ERP is nothing but, here we have this ERP model is used not only for inventory, it is used in software, it is used in finance, it is used in HR, it is used in R&D, it is used in logistics, and all the ways to use this ERP model. Then coming to what is the use of this inventory, what is the use of this ERP model, and how we will discuss about the different things. In inventory module facilitates process of maintaining approximate level in the warehouse, that is how much of stock, approximately how much of stock we have to maintain can be known through this ERP model. Okay. The activities of inventory management involves identifying inventory requirement, that is now the work is going on. How much of raw material has to be required in future, right? What is our setting targets? We will order now, when the inventory will get to our company. That is a time lag. That is when you order, immediately the stock will not come into our company. Instead, it will take some time. So we have to plan that when you are going to order, when the stock is coming into our company, right? At that time, is our stock is sufficient? That is this time lag is having any breakdowns? All these things we have to understand. Okay. And monitoring inventory, that is monitoring inventory is nothing but per day how much consumption of inventory is going on, how much consumption of stock is going on, right? Then next day how much of stock is going on, how much of stock is empty in the organization, right? When you are getting the stock, all this has to be monitored, and inventory status and other activities has to be known through the ERP model. Okay. The next one is, right, ERP systems built in a handling complex inventory. See, if a company is having less number of inventory, it is not a big problem. If the company is having much of inventory, more number of stock. See, for example, Amazon, Flipkart, Snapdeal, these companies are handling so much of inventory. Is it not? Right? They are having daily some thousands and lakhs of orders per day. Then in case of these, in such type of companies, that much of lakhs of orders cannot be handled by human beings. So they use this type of software, that is to handling complex inventory, sale order process. See, whenever you order in any online or in any company, right, the order is processed. You will get, for example, if you have ordered a mobile phone in a Amazon or Flipkart, what happened? You will get a message immediately that your order is placed. After then, after 2 days, your product is dispatched and your product is shipped. You have received by today by 10 o'clock, right? After you are receiving the thanks for your order. That is a continuous process, right? There is no one is entering, no one is giving the information. What happened? It is the process which will maintain to handle a complex of inventory, which is usually apply for large companies. Okay. ERP inventory systems are designed to empower business to manage not only just inventory but also business operations from single locations. That is, see, as we know, businesses are located at different places. Main branch operations are at one places. This ERP module is useful for conducting business from one place and the branches at different places. Okay. Next one, the next thing is features of inventory, ERP inventory management system, stock tracking and management. That is, where is our stock, right? Where it is located. That is, we can stock tracking. If you order in online, after ordering on online, you can track your shipment. Is it not? In the same way, we can track our stock and we can manage it. Sales and purchase order management. That is, what is the amount of sales? What is the amount of sales returns? What is the amount of purchases? What is the amount of purchase returns? How we are managing this? All this has to be known through ERP inventory management system. multi-channel order fulfillment. That is, in our company there is not a single order. There is, see, in the multi-channel order place fulfillment, there is so many number of orders. In order to fulfill all our channels of order, this ERP system is useful. Then warehouse management and stock transfer. That is, what is the capacity of our warehouse? Warehouse is nothing but our go down, our stock keeping place, go down. That simple sense we can go down. In general terms we use the term go down, but it is warehouse. That is, what is the capacity of our warehouse? How much of stock is left in the warehouse, right? How much stock is transferred for production? How much of stock is transferred for sales? All this has to be recorded. And then B2B e-commerce functionality. That is, business to business e-commerce, online commerce, e-commerce functionality is also be known. And payment gateway functionality. That is, when you pay in online, that is, we are not going to directly pay to Amazon or Flipkart. What you will do? We will pay through a gateway. We'll see various gateways like HDFC gateway, right? BillDesk is a gateway. That is, this payment gateway is the bridge between our seller and our buyer. We will pay the money through BillDesk to Amazon. That is called as payment gateway. In order to know the functionality of this payment gateway, this ERP model is also helpful. Next, integration of e-commerce with accounting, shipping and operation tools. That is, integration of all these things can be done through ERP model, right? Intelligence reports and analytics. That is, we can find out the reports, feedbacks, and future analysis can also be done through ERP model. Okay. Then coming to functions of inventory management, that is ERP model. Here we can increase efficiency. That is, because of this ERP model and all, huge time is saved, time saving, cost cut down on double handling. Because of this, we can know single handling process, and the cost is reduced. Automation, that is automatically generated messages and all. Increased productivity can be done through inventory management system. And cost saving, that is handle many working parts simultaneously, reduce overall the workload and minimizing the expenses, which says that because of this cost is saved and the workload is minimized. And supply chain is transparency. That is, where is our stock, right? What is our present location? All these can be known. That is, the supply chain is transparent. Accurate data collection and reporting. That is, we will collect the data accurately and we can report immediately without any fails. Okay. Then next. Okay, next one. What are the functions of this ERP? That is overall inventory management. That is, these functions of inventory is we can manage the inventory activity. That is, from the purchase to purchase of raw material, warehouse, work in process, and selling of the products. The entire thing we can known through ERP model. And then item administration, that each item can be grouped and we can administrate. And warehouse management, that is, there is a big warehouse, so many number of products with a different variety of products are located, right? These warehouse are managed through ERP system. And inventory replacement, that is, if there is any problem or any inadequacy with this inventory, we can solve with the help of ERP model. That quality control, that is, we can use the quality standards by using this ERP standard. Okay. Physical inventory handling is nothing but as we know, there are different types of products, and different types of products are handled with different procedures, right? This ERP model is used to help the physical handling of inventory. And inventory analysis, that is, ensures warehouse stocked at the right bins and handled properly. Which says that our stocks are placed at the right place in the warehouse. Our stocks, that is our raw material, work in process, finished goods, are placed in a right place, and they are labeled, handled very perfectly. Okay. Inventory planning, that is, plan your inventory with according to the MPS and MRP systems. Okay. Next, the next software that we use is the next system. We can say next system that we use, Kanban system. The next topic in this unit is Kanban system. Kanban. It is it is a Japanese term which is developed by Toyota company. It is a Japanese term meaning flag or a signal, and is visual aid to convey message that action is required. That is, can is nothing but a card, ban is signal. That is, with the help of a card, we are giving a signal to convey some message for the proceeding activities. That is, if you attach a card to a particular bin or to a particular inventory, it shows some signal what to do. Okay, Kanban system works based on basis that each process of production line pulls that number and type of component the process requires and just the right type. That is very simple. We can say that Kanban system is a card which gives the signal to know what are the components of the particular stock, and either they are at what time they have to be sent to the next category of workstation. The information is given through Kanban system. See here, Kanban is a physical card. It's a card, but other devices can be used. That is, now you can use electronic devices also. Kanban is a card that is attached to storage and transport container. In a particular container, in a particular bin, a particular transport there is a particular truck, a particular storage area, a particular van, right? This card is attached. That we call it as Kanban. Okay, right. See here, it identifies the part and the container capacity along with other information. What that card contains? What does this Kanban card will contain? This Kanban card, it consists, the card which is attached to the container will consist of part number, part name is wheel, part number is W262, box capacity 20, box type B, issue number 4 of 8, that is total there are 8, and this is the fourth one. Preceding process, stamp A12, subsequent process, rubber tire B6. Okay, this is an example. And the other one is same here, part number, part name, stock location, stock container capacity, process sampling A12. Right? This is a card which shows the information. Okay, let us see this Kanban system consists of two types. That is, first one is one card system and two card system. Coming to the single card system, one card system, which is a visual card which is less used in Japanese and other countries. Coming to general rules for this single card Kanban system is, each container must have a card. Every container should have a card. The assembly line always withdraw materials from fabrication. That is, through whenever the container moves in the assembly line will withdraw material. Okay, containers of parts must be removed from the area without Kanban being posted on the receiving port. That is, if any container received without having a Kanban card, it must be removed. Container should always contain the same number of good parts. That is, all the containers should contain good parts only. There should not be no defective parts. Only non-defective parts should be passed. All the parts which are sent through container should be a good quality products and should not be a defective. All products should be good products. All products should be a good products and no non-defective products. Okay, total production should not exceed the total number authorized on the Kanban system. That is, the total production should not exceed our production. Okay, that is, the total production should not exceed our total amount of authorization. That is, whatever the production capacity that we are allowed, that much of capacity only we have to produce. Okay, next, then coming to, there are two types of Kanban systems. First one is convenience Kanban, that is C Kanban. Next one is production Kanban, that is P Kanban. That is, as we know, the first one is single card Kanban system here, and the second one is two card Kanban system. The two cards are, first card is convenience Kanban, second one is production Kanban. See, the convenience Kanban signals give the signals the need to deliver more parts to the next workstation. That is, okay, it says that in two-card Kanban system, the first one is convenience Kanban system. It gives the signal to deliver more parts to the next workstation. It specifies the kind and quantity of product which manufacturing process should withdraw from the preceding process. That is, it conveys the message that it has to be deliver more parts to the next workstation. Okay, then production Kanban gives a signal the need to produce more products, more parts. It specifies the kind and quantity of the product which preceding process should take place. Okay, that is two types of card, convenience and production Kanban. Okay, next one is two-card Kanban. That is the same here. That is inbound stock area, outbound stock area, just like our C Kanban and P Kanban. Right. Let us see here. It is simple diagrammatic representation. Here, first we will try to understand this. Workstation B uses the products produced by workstation A. That is, the workstation B will uses the products produced by workstation A. Okay, and when the container opened by workstation center B, its Kanban is removed and sent back to center A. Whenever the container, see the container here, container comes to the process B, process area, workstation B. Whenever the container reaches the workstation B, it has to remove the Kanban, that is the label, the sticker has to be removed and again sent to production process A, that is workstation A. Then this is the signal to work center to produce another product of process. That is, after using this is sent to process A and it shows the signal we have to produce few more products. Okay, and the empty box sent back signal to pull another full box into workstation B. See, in very simple sense, this diagram says that in the workstation B, it uses the products which are produced in the workstation A. That is, from here, from workstation A, it moves to the center and it is labeled and it is sent to station B. Then station B, the material is taken and it is sent again back to workstation A. It shows the signal that we have to produce more products in the workstation A. Okay, right. Now, next, the rules of Kanban is never pass a bad part. That is, don't use defective products. All the products should produce a very good, all the products should pass a good part. Then parts are always withdrawn from previous process. That is, prior process the parts has to be withdrawn. Produce only what is necessary to replace the quantity withdrawn. That is, what is the quantity that is taken at workstation B, that much of proper quantity only has to be produced. Kanban is used to fine tune, not to provide a major changes. That is, this Kanban is just a signal to produce the products in the previous session. That is just an example. If a container is sent from here to here, it shows the signal that you have to produce more products and sent back to here. Okay, then coming to it, right, then the process must be capable of producing good products. Okay, need efficient methods of transport, short routes possible. That is, efficient we have to transfer from one place to other place, and there is a short routes has to be identified. Disciplined organization, nothing is made or transported without a Kanban. That is all the containers should contain a Kanban symbol. No container should be transferred without a Kanban. Number of Kanban should be decreased over time. That is, based on the production capacity, the Kanbans can be decreased. Right. Coming to functions of it, it provides pickup information. That is, the Kanban system will provide the pickup of raw material information. It provides the production information. That it gives the signal to produce more products. Then it prevents the overproduction. Whenever we use the Kanban system, it shows the signal to produce only few products, so that overproduction is avoided. serves as a work order attached to goods. That it says that work order is attached to goods. That is, the Kanban is a signal which shows the work orders. Prevents defects by identifying process. It prevents the defective process and maintains the inventory control. Okay, these are the some of the examples of Kanban card. See here in this card it is mentioned that part number to produce M47136, lot size 40 number you have to produce. Card of 2 of 5, from work center 22, part description, value housing, container red carte, right, and the retrieval storage location, and the to work center 35. From work center 22, the card is sent to work center 35 to produce this product. They produce 40 number of products, and what type of products has to be produced. And see here also the same. Right, from work center 32 to work center 35, the card is sent to produce this material, this number of items, and which container there is, red card container, locations, all this given in this here. Okay. Benefits of Kanban is provides quick and precise information. That is, good information is provided. Provides quick response to changes. Right. Avoid overproduction, minimizes wastage, maintain full control, delegates responsibility to the workers. Okay, right. Coming to benefits, the same here, right? Eliminates overproduction. Overproduction is reduced. Product produces only what order, when order, quantity. That is, how much of order we get when it is ordered, what is the order, that much only we produce, so that overproduction is reduced. Secondary benefit is increases flexibility to meet the customer demand. That is, flexibility is increased. Reduction in scheduling by production control and manufacturing. That is, we can schedule the production control. Competitive advantage by sequence of shipments to customers. That is, what they want, when they want, and why they want. That is, in how much of order they want. All these are the basis for the production, so that we will get the competitive advantage. Okay. Thank you. If you have any doubts, you can contact me. Okay. Thank you.